The laptop I use to make these videos is pretty good. Nothing ridiculous, but it can run any modern game at a decent frame rate, which still impresses me from time to time. The reason something so simple still impresses me is because my very first laptop was this awful, no good, worthless machine that took like 10 minutes to boot up and couldn't run anything. Well, it could run one thing. I'm super nostalgic about the Game Boy Advance, even though I played this thing on emulators after I had a DS in primary school. When I think about this little handheld, so many things immediately come to mind. The bright, beautiful colors of Mario and Luigi, the chunky, detailed sprites of Minish Cap. I think of the speed of Sonic Advance, which is to this date still the only Sonic game I ever properly played. I think of the beautiful designs of Metroid Fusion. Oh, and then there's that Wario game, which is... what is going on here?
I don't wanna try to fight this.
I just needed you to see that sprite, I thought it was so funny. Wario's got it pretty rough in this game. The opening makes him look so cool with these beautiful blue silhouetted car sprites as he races through the night. But then in like the second level he gets a bee sting allergy. This is how you get power-ups in this game. It's just unfortunate accidents happening to him. There's a lot of comedy to be found in just how weird and out of place Wario looks in these environments. He constantly gives you these awful looks and it's just like, I don't know, leave me alone. This gorgeous flower field, the beautiful serene beach setting, Wario doesn't fit into any of these places. The enemies fit the locations perfectly. They're just cute generic little video game spear guys, and then Wario comes around and he starts doing all these wrestling moves on him. This is a full-on comedy game, and it doesn't even have any jokes. All of its humor is found in this juxtaposition. Just seeing Wario in these locations is all you need. It made me smile the entire way through. This game's full of stuff that makes you smile though. It's not just Wario. This adorable little map select screen is great, and at a certain point you come across a shop that has a smiley face poster with the word free under it, and if you click it, the store guy smiles at you because smiles are always free. I'm not joking. This is like the happiest I've been playing a game in a very long time. Oh, and there's also these hieroglyphics in the tutorial level, which are, I don't know, I just think they're neat. This game is like unreasonably charming. It's ridiculous. Oh, and then of course there's Wario. I don't know, I like him though. I think he's funny. The soundtrack's also great and totally doesn't fit his vibe. A lot of people mention the jungle track as being particularly good, which is wonderful, but my personal favorite is this vocal track from the tropical beach level I mentioned earlier. I think I like the way this sounds so much because it reminds me of a track of Harry Hosono's Hosono House. Definitely check this guy out if you've never heard of him. I really love his album Pacific, which is filled with all these groovy little summer bops. I listened to it in the summer to celebrate the season, and I listened to it in the winter because I missed the season. He also had a band called Yellow Magic Orchestra, which has an album called Solid State Survivor that features some of the biggest bangers you will ever hear in your entire life. The man did like 1 million projects, and they're all super unique and cool, so if you like any of the stuff here, then there's so much more to discover. He made an ambient album that was commissioned by a mall to play in the background while people were shopping. It's so interesting. I don't know, I could talk about him for hours, but I need to move on. Oh, Swing Slow was another really good one. You gotta check out Swing Slow. That's a classic. I think it's cool that Wario made me think of one of my favorite artists. I love when art connects like this. Wario actually made me think of a lot of stuff. It reminded me of how the Game Boy Advance was the first console I made videos for. I have this super old Let's Play of Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, which was recorded while I was still learning to properly speak English. It's a real trip to listen to this today.
Screw you, Mario. Mario gets angry then, it's so fun.
This was from like 2013. I've been making videos for a while, and video games are the main reason for that. They've influenced me in so many ways. One of the reasons I got into filmmaking is because of the Silent Hill games. I still remember pretty vividly looking at that opening cutscene of Silent Hill 2 specifically for the first time and realizing that all these camera moves make me feel something, and that was done intentional by a human making this art. I really didn't expect this at all, but this disgusting, gross little man called Wario made me reflect on the person I am today and how I got to be like this. I guess that's pretty cool. Video games are cool.
Bye.